Hello everyone, in this video we'll see Floyd's algorithm to find all pairs shortest path. So what we have to do in this problem is, we'll be having a few vertices. For example, let's consider 1, 2, 3, 4. So for every pair of vertices we have to find the shortest path. Let's take, in our example, let's take 1, 2, 3, 4. If 1, 2, 3, 4, we have to find the shortest path between 1 to 2 and 1 to 3 and 1 to 4. Similarly 2 to 1 and 2 to 3 and 2 to 4. So that way we have to find, for every pair of vertices we have to find the shortest path. So to do this, we will use a dynamic programming approach. What we will do is, for every pair of vertices we will take an intermediate vertex called k. We will take an intermediate vertex, we will prepare a matrix for the intermediate vertex, and then from the first, if you take a0 as your input or the cost matrix, first from a0 you have to build a1 with 1 as the intermediate vertex, and then a2 as the intermediate vertex. We have to do that a2, find that a2 from a1 and take a3 3 as the intermediate vertex. From we have to find those values of a3 from a2. So that way what we will do is, by taking the intermediate vertex as k or 1 2 3 4, for every pair we have to take an intermediate vertex and then find the shortest path. So the time complexity of doing this using dynamic programming approach is v cube, where v is the number of vertices. So first let us go for an example so that you can understand it properly. So if you have an idea of solving it mathematically, then you can do easily in the programming. So for that I have taken an example here. This is my graph and this is the cost matrix of this graph. We have to remember one thing: while programming, the cost matrix is same as the input matrix, that is my adjacent matrix. So here what I have to do is, I am having 1 2 3 4 as my vertices. What I have to do is, I have to find the shortest path between 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 2 to 1, 2 to 3, 2 to 4, 3 to 1, 3 to 2, 3 to 4, 4 to 1, 4 to 3 and 4 to 2. So I have to find shortest path between each and every pair of vertices in the given graph. So for that what I will do is, first I will take a0 as my given input vertex. This is considered as a0. Now what I have to do is, I have to take I have to create another another graph called a1. A1 in the sense, 1 is k, let's consider k, a power k. Here 1 is my intermediate vertex. For every pair we will be having a intermediate vertex, and from that vertex we will try to find the shortest path. So for that I have taken a1 here. A1 you have to fill, because a1 is intermediate matrix. We have to fill column 1 and row 1. You have to fill the values as same from the a0. I have told you before, we have to build a1 from a0, and if we are planning to build a2, then we have to take it from a1. The values from the a1 you have to consider, and then we have to build the a2. So what I will do is, I will show you how to build intermediate with 1 as the intermediate vertex, how we have to build this, form this table. Let me take a0 of 1 2 to 3. Consider a0 2 to 3. So between 2 to 3 I have to take 1 as the intermediate vertex. So then what will happen is 2 to 1 and then 1 to 3. So 1 is the intermediate vertex here. Find the values of a of 2 to 3. So from a2, from a0 I have to find those values, put it up here and check which one is minimum. Check which is minimum. So 2, and this is 8 plus infinity, so this is minimum, so take this value here. That's all. So that way keep building this a1, and after building a1 go for a2. You can fill it from a1, and then a3 from a2 and a4 from a3. So the formula for filling these tables or this matrix is this: a power k of ij, where k is my intermediate vertex. So for building this k, I have to take the values from a of k minus 1, the before vertex. So if I go taking 2, then take the values from a power 1. The minimum of a of k minus 1 of I comma j, comma a of k minus 1 I comma k to j. You have to add these two and take to get this value. The minimum between these two you have to consider, and then update the matrix. So we will be keeping on updating the matrix from a0 to a4, and a4 is my final matrix. From that I will find from which path to which path we will have the shortest path. That's all. So now we have understood the mathematical portion. We'll go for the coding part. I have done it in Python. You can see here I have given n is equal to 4 because I have 4 vertices. You can take input from the user. To reduce the time, I have given hard coded the input here. I is equal to, for infinity values, you can see here I'll have infinity values. For that infinity values I have given I is equal to float of I and f, and then I am giving the input adjacent matrix as input here, and then what I am doing is here I am calling the Floyd-Warshall algorithm with this adjacent matrix and n as the 4 as the arguments. So what it will do is, from this it will call my Floyd-Warshall algorithm, what I have told you before, because we have to take the cost matrix as same as the adjacent matrix. So I have taken a copy. The same cost matrix will contain the same adjacent matrix as the copy at the starting. In order to find from 0 to 1 or 0 to 2, 0 to 3, in order to find those paths from, print these paths from 0 to 1 or 0 to 2, I am creating a matrix, or I am creating a two-dimensional array here called path, which will be having 4 into 4, because n is equal to 4 versus 4 into 4 matrix it will create, or if it is 5 into 5 it will create. So for that I have created a 2D array called path, and I'll loop into that path and assign it values initially. So how to assign the values of path, let us see. For v in range of n and for u in range of n, v and u I'll take. If v is equal to u, path of v comma is equal to 0, because you will not have any vertex, or you will not have any edge from 0 to 0 or 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3. You will not have any edge, so that values I have to initialize to 0. And if that cost of v comma v is infinity value, if an infinity value is found, then we have to fill that value as with this v. This v value you can fill with that particular position, or else you can fill the path vertex with -1 in the particular position of path of v comma u. And then here comes our main part. For k in range of n, why I have created for k in range of n means we have to create, with every vertex we have to create intermediate path. So what this loop will do is, first time let me consider this as 0. So it will create a0, and then it will create a1. So when this loop finishes, it will increment and create a1. It will create, and then after this completes, it will create a3 and then a4. So to create those 4 matrices. So here I will not be creating 4 matrices, just I will be keeping on updating the values of this single cost matrix. Whenever I iterate this loop, I will keep on updating the values until I get the final a4 vertex. That's all. So for that, you can see here how I have found, you can see in the example how we will find a1, a2, a3 and a4. For that 1, 2, 3, 4 matrices, I have given a loop with k here, and then this is for filling or updating my matrix. This part is for updating my matrix because it is a two-dimensional array. I have created 2 for loops here for v in range of n and for u in range of n. It will check if cost of it is not infinity and cost of k comma is these two from intermediate vertex to another intermediate vertex if the cost is not infinity, and you can see the formula condition here. The minimum of this a of k minus 1 into a of k minus 1 of I comma j and I to k to j, this sum and this one, the minimum of these two we have to take. So for that, what I am doing is, you can see the formula here, the same formula. If cost of v comma k to u, instead of I comma j I have taken v comma u here. So from v to k to u, if this sum is less than this cost of v comma u, then we have to assign the value of cost of v comma u to this sum, because it is minimum. It is less means it is minimum. This minimum value I have to update in the cost matrix, and then the same way for every matrix, for a0, a1, a2, a3 and a4, I have to keep on updating the values until I get the a4 matrix, final matrix, and then I have assigning the path v comma u to k comma u, because in order to find the path between those 4 vertices. And if cost, in some case you may get a negative edge cycle. So in order to find the negative edge cycle or negative weight cycle, I am creating, if I am giving this condition, if cost of v comma is less than 0, then it will create a negative weight cycle. So that also I have to keep in notice. So for that I have given this if condition here, and it will call my, finally after all these loops get terminated, it will come to this part and it will call the print solution with path matrix and n as the arguments. So this will go to here, this print solution. So here for v in range of n and u in range of n, if u is not equal to, because from 0 to 0 you will not have any path, 1 to 1 you will not have any path, so u and v must not be equal, and it should not be also -1. If -1 also, negative edge cycle will form. That is what I have given in a negative edge cycle. So if these two conditions satisfies, and then I have to print the path from v to u. So for that, for printing from v to u, I am calling another function called print path. What this print path will do is, it will print my, from the path vertex it will take my values, and then it will print the path from u to v or v to u. So let's run it and check. So you can see here, for every vertex from 0 to 1, 0 to 2 and 0 to 3, and from 1 to 0, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, for every pair of vertices it will be finding the shortest path for all the pairs. That's all. Thank you.